It's on air. Yeah, it's on air.
Welcome, guys, to the second Going Commando podcast with my host, Almighty 2, and my guest, Yuki. I forgot his last name. Anyway, Yuki, how's it going, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Almighty,
I'm here. Hey, how's it going?
how are
Everybody's
you
doing
doing?
good. I'm doing well. Got playing some cruise, playing some Gambit. That's what we're playing. Been quite fun.
Alright, okay, okay. What's first things first? Who won the zipper challenge?
So we had the Zipper Challenge where everyone sent their most ugliest Guardian pictures. Got a bunch of good posts, but I think we decided on JT's post because his Guardian looked like a hobo. It was terrible. Looked like he walked out
It
from
was
under a
rough.
bridge. It was rough. It was rough. Honestly, the funny thing about it, I don't think he had to dress his Guardian up. This is how his Guardian looks right now. It's pretty ridiculous.
Oh, man.
So he won the challenge. We'll come up with a new challenge here in a week or so, and we'll post that. Keep everybody in the loop.
Okay, okay, okay. So, since we got our guest Yuki here, I want to ask Yuki. Besides, actually, no. Let's first ask. How long have you been in the clan?
Uh,
And you can give me a rough estimate.
Oh, he's counting by hours. He's doing hours, I think.
no. What month is it? So if it's November, um, I'm gonna say, I don't know, July, August this year. I don't know. How, no one
So,
keeps track of that stuff.
so,
It was this year. I know that.
so 4 or 5 months. Four or five
2015.
Gotcha.
months. 4 or 5 months.
Yeah. All right. All right. So, besides Destiny, this is our clan anyway. Besides Destiny, what are your hobbies? And what I mean by that, games wise.
Um, Nothing. It's so boring.
Oh my god.
He's a bitch like
I
Almighty.
like
Oh no.
I like playing Whirly Word on my iPhone and sometimes Pokemon Go. And my
I,
other big hobby is I like to program for fun.
I went
Oh,
I went to school for that, so I feel you there. It's problem solving. It's quite fun. Pokemon
Uh,
Go. I haven't played that in a while. How's that been going? Is it still going strong?
it's it's better than it used to be, but
I'm gonna go mute for a second.
it's still Pokemon. I just like catching things. Gotta catch them all.
Oh yeah. I mean, you caught them all yet? I mean, I guess they keep adding
Hell
next
no!
generation. Hell no.
They keep adding more and more. You
Oh
never
yeah.
catch them all.
Well, I guess if you caught them all, then you would stop playing. So I assume that the goal is to not let you catch them all. I would imagine.
Yeah, but I just like hatching eggs and walking.
Hey, that's good. 'Cause I
It's a
remember
big thing.
when it first came out, we were going to like they go parks and going outside. It was dreadful, but it was fun. It was
It's
fun.
dreadful.
Oof.
So it
So,
was good. So,
well,
so Cab, you play
we've all
any
played shots and
Pokemon Go?
shooters.
You put
I have played it. I've played it a couple times. I wasn't really interested. I kind of, I'm the kind of guy who used to play the DS and all that. So like, it's
no,
kind of weird to be playing on the phone when
no.
it's not like the original ones. Um, it's good to see people walking around. Getting exercise.
Hey, no, hell no. It was terrible going outside, getting bit by mosquitoes. It's terrible.
But
But yeah. So
so
what were you saying about the shots and shooters?
so yesterday we played shots and shooters, and not
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
go into that yet. But um, our games would have been Helldivers. Um, I would have said Friday, but I don't think we all agreed on that. And Killing Floor 2 was Borderlands. So while we're on that subject, what did you guys think of our shots and shooters and what we actually did yesterday?
well, we actually just played Gambit.
Yeah, it was
I liked it. I mean, I like playing with our clan because we're all pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's nice playing on a team and being coordinated rather than just someone running out, grabbing all the moats and dying, or camping the portal
Hey,
for
I might,
ever and
I
not
might,
doing shit.
I might still give you that scenario. I can run out there, go with it down like I always do. So you can yell at me. But I mean, we really need to. We'll probably do it. We really need to make the event in advance so that people can download the games they're going to play and stuff like that. So we'll do a better job on that.
Yeah.
But yep.
Get
But
some
we leveled up a lot in Gambit
established
though.
folk.
It was good.
Yeah. Yeah. Going pretty far. You guys later on want to do that again?
I,
For today because it's I think it's going to be out Monday.
yeah. Oh yeah, I'll be on Gambit a little later.
Oh, all right,
I'll definitely be on.
all right.
Get that malfeasance
So
going.
anyone seen what the TWAB was this week? Like what happened
Uh,
actually this week?
I seen it, but I can't recall. I didn't know I was sent
Uh,
to do,
oh,
do homework, but
go
I
ahead
did
and
read it.
pull that up, and just go on to something else then.
All right, cool.
All right. So Yuki, so what weapons have you been
Yeah.
using this week? Like
What
what would
weapons?
you? You gotta know what you use. You gotta know your main build thing. You know.
I use everything. I am not. I don't know. I use everything.
You don't
Uh,
have anything strange, like I've been using the hard truth, so that like middle of the road SMG, so you're talking 720. Um, from what I can tell, you want to have counterbalance as a mod on there. Like you cannot have counterbalance on there. It has to be there. Like it has the worst stability that you could find on any gun. It's like you ever seen the 110 hand cannons that like have really low stability? It's as low as that. So, but put that on a high rate of fire weapon. So just imagine how bad that is. Like just it's rough out there. But with counterbalance, it makes the gun's base model decent. You can get perks. I don't even use the stability perks these days after I put counterbalance on. So you've got rampage, high impact reserves, you got moving target, all of that. It's perfectly usable now after I put that mod on there. But you don't have any special weapons you thought about using, like I've been hearing about the
I
Go Figure.
I have an age-old bond that has Dragonfly and dynamic sway reduction on it, and I love it. I haven't seen an auto rifle with Dragonfly on it yet, besides that. So it's hilarious.
You remember the one from Warmind?
Uh,
The Kudo?
oh yeah, sorry, the Kubo, whatever. Yeah, it's yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't
because
had one since that.
once I got that one, I was like, it sounds like an LMG. The machine guns we used to have. Like, I kind of miss those. I'm not even gonna lie, but
Well, I got the
so
TWAB up. If we want to talk about that.
all right. You want to?
So
What is the top?
so I
Search
see
it
that
up.
they went over the refer a friends program, so you can invite people into Destiny and to the special quest. It just happened in Destiny 1 too. I did it in Destiny 1 where we got the special emotes and stuff. The rewards, I didn't see no emotes or anything, but I did see they got special ships and stuff like that. And you get them to join the clan. Hell, join and we'll all play together. It'll be interesting. Also, the quest line started for the Thunderlord this week. There's a lost
Yeah.
cryptarch, so you got to pick it up and start that quest. It's a 3 week quest, so it'll take you a little while. So go ahead and get that started. It's easy, piece of cake so far. Just get 10 engrams on Earth, and you'll complete the first step. They have
So
a
am I
big
the only one who just bought legendary engrams from Rahul
yeah, because you didn't
when I
tell
heard about that?
yeah, 'cause you didn't tell me
Yes, you
about it.
are.
You didn't tell me about it. I'd have
I was
done it
like,
too.
I was like, I could go out here, or I could just go there.
So
Which would be great.
if you want to complete it really quickly, just go to Ryul and buy 10 engrams, and you'll get the quest line
Yeah.
completed. I really,
So
it was it's really all this in the twat, to be honest with you. Went over some known
you
issues.
guys, you guys heard
Uh,
about the masterwork on armor? Oh, it gives you like damage resistance and all that.
Yeah, they broke it down to how it's calculated and all that. Uh,
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, I haven't even leveled up my armor. I just didn't have the what you call it, the cores to do it. Is that what they call them now? What's the new name of them? Upgrade cores,
enhancement cores.
enhancement cores. That's what it is. So if you don't know, enhancement cores got upgraded. I guess it was Tuesday. It's been a long freaking week. Tuesday, and um, yeah, there's more ways to get them now. So if the scrapper bounties will give it to you now. Also, you can do Spider's Quest. I haven't done it, but I heard Spider's got quests now. His bounties will give you a core, so there's a lot more opportunities to get cores, so you can level up your armor and stuff like that to get that damage resistance.
I think it's like the red bounties, where it's got that red tattoo on the bounty itself, and then like I think the ultimate one where you got to go do like a special mission. I think those give it to you too. But I never really had any issues with getting cores before they even added the buff to them. So
Well, must be
I don't
nice.
know about anyone else,
I'm core
but
broke.
you know, I used to get a lot of cause you can get them from armors and weapons that you get that don't exactly have any. I think it's like tier 3 or tier 4 on a weapon, and you'll get at least one masterwork core. So I never
I
really had that issue because I'd always found them
I was
just
had none.
doing Vanguard strikes, stuff like that. But what else? What else was there?
That's pretty much on the TWAB. They had their own little contest where Guardians sent their pictures in. By the way, I announced our contest before they announced theirs, so I didn't take their idea. But
Okay,
they had
okay.
some interesting ones. They had some really good creative ones on there. So you can go to the TWAB this week and look at all the pictures that they posted up there. They had some really good looking good photos and stuff. Like I think one of my favorite was someone was in the mask from the Leviathan raid. The what's his name? Callus. The Callus mask. In the realm. What's it called? What's in the realm? That realm area called where you gotta dodge the ramps and the walls and the.
I just called it the Ascended Plane. I will be honest with you.
Uh,
I
uh,
don't know.
it had a name, but anyways, someone took a picture of them doing a selfie photo right in front of Callus there. So it's really interesting looking. But there's a bunch of pictures on there if you want to see them. So what's
So,
on the next on the agenda, Cab? What we got?
um, what what have you guys been watching this time around? Like, talking about any TV shows, like CW shows, anything, anything. Um, for me, I've been watching the Fate Stay Night series, or it might be just Fate Stay. Um, it's not bad. I think it's just because it's like older that I'm a little put off by it, but at the same time, it's like I'm liking the series. They've got this anime is basically the guy and his puppet, but the puppet's a living thing that can do whatever it wants to do, but it has to listen to the guy in order to get the end goal. That's basically how that show goes down. But any TV shows you guys are looking at right now?
I just finished Daredevil. It was spectacular. It was really really good. Kingpin is a phenomenal villain, and to me, all these shows, it's all up to the villain. The villain's good, the show will be good. And Kingpin's figure fantastic. So I just actually got done watching that like 20 minutes ago, probably. So it just freshed my mind. But it's really good. I just finished it. Yuki, what you been watching? Anything good?
Ozark. I've been watching Ozark.
Oh, I seen
Uh,
season one. Season one was fantastic.
No,
You in
I
season
have
yes.
two?
no idea what that is, so can y'all explain?
Uh,
Give me a summary. Give me a summary.
Basically, this uh, accountant is a drug money launderer and gets caught up in some bad stuff and pretty much has to keep laundering more and more money out in the Ozarks while, I don't know, trying to stay alive from the mob. It's kind of a dark comedy drama.
It's
It's
got
pretty good.
it's kind of got like a Breaking Bad feel to me. Yeah, I think it does. That's why I enjoy that thing. I love some Breaking Bad back in the day. But yeah, I've only watched season one. You in season two, Yuki? Or you in season one?
Yeah, I'm on season two. And these kind of shows are always weird because my dad was a drug dealer. So
Okay, get some
Makes it
insight.
kind
Good
of
times.
interesting. Yeah.
All right, all right.
So,
You guys been listening? What have you guys been listening to music wise? For me, apparently, Nintendo just brought out Smash Ultimate's theme song, and let me tell you, bro, that fits that theme magical. Okay, sounds. It's got the epicness of Brawl. I don't know if you guys ever heard Brawl's theme. It's got the epicness of Brawl, but it's got like that impact as like some of the old Sega games and their theme song. But like it's a really good song. It's called Lifeline. But the premise from what I can see of the game itself is everybody had that Infinity War effect where everyone died, but there's only one person alive in the Nintendo verse. His name is Kirby, the pink puffball or whatever.
what, was this in a,
So
is this
it's
a
in the
storyline?
Nintendo Direct. No, yeah, this is
Uh,
technically the storyline. It's called Lifelight's got to do with the theme song of what I'm explaining.
uh,
Um,
dude, I'm
but
behind.
basically,
I'm
I'm
behind
thinking about
because
getting it.
I thought. I mean, I still thought that Smash was just a re-release of the last one. It is not.
We're talking about Ultimate. The one you're thinking about is Super Smash Bros. On Wii,
Uh,
I think.
oh no,
Maybe it's on Switch.
I thought the one on. Oh, maybe so. I didn't know there was. Oh no, I got a Switch. I
Yeah,
know it's coming out. I assumed it was the remake of the last one, but with more characters and made for the Switch. I thought. But I haven't been following it. I can see us
yeah.
all playing our Switches, but we gotta get on the PlayStation Network to chat among each other because uh, it's probably the most efficient way to do it, ain't it?
I'm thinking of. I mean, yeah, I think so. Cause I'm thinking about getting a Switch. Like, it looks really interesting. I do want a Mario Kart game at least to play, and I also want Smash, cause Smash is still good.
Yeah,
Mario
Deluxe. I
Kart's
got
good.
Mario Kart
But
Deluxe. It's good.
I know Yuki over here is a actual fighting game kind of guy. So Yuki, what have you been playing on the fighting
Well,
game
Soul
side?
Calibur 6 came out just recently, and me and my good friend Groinhead play a lot of Soul Calibur 6. It's,
Have
it's
you been
so
winning?
much better than 5. It's a little faster. Um, I don't know, more refined. Has more of the original cast in it, and plays really well. It's really well done because I thought Soul Calibur 5 was kind of horrible. So reminds me a lot of Soul Calibur 2 or 3, which were some of the more popular of the franchise. So been playing that quite a bit. Good stuff.
Okay. So who's been winning more though, you or Roy?
Well, you see, me.
I
There's
said
this funny story.
someone's out here to defend
This fu-
themselves.
so,
Go
so
ahead,
like
go
we would
ahead.
play Soul Calibur 2 and get really drunk, and every time we play, I'd start winning more. And one day they're just like, Groinhead and my other friend Gully were like, Yuki, why the hell is it when we start drinking, you start kicking our ass nonstop? And I said, it's because I stopped caring about your feelings. And they said, what? I'm like, yeah, I stopped throwing matches. Like, you motherfucker.
Mm. Yeah,
So,
I have no
yeah,
shame. I played a lot of Mortal Kombat and beat the snot out of people, and I would never pull a punch. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose.
well, if you seriously destroy them all the time, they don't have any fun, so they'll stop wanting to play with you. So you gotta throw some matches so they feel like they have a chance.
Oh man.
Oh man.
So that's you been letting Cab win then? Is that what you been doing? Cab
What?
playing?
I don't even have the game. I'm still trying to see Yuki on the Tekken, you know what I'm saying?
If it's cheap for Black Friday, I'll pick it up.
It should be around. It used to be 60. I think it's around 39.99, but it might be lower now. I mean, if you just go to GameStop, if you think about it though, GameStop probably got it for like 10, 15. Like,
How
no
long's
one's
it taken been
probably.
out? How long has it been out?
I think about. I wouldn't say a year. I don't think it's been a year. Well, it's been at least 2 years in Korea, but I think it's just a year.
Oh, but it was Korea.
But Yeah,
shorter years than we do.
yeah,
It came out a year in advance in Korea.
yeah, because they had it in the arcade systems in there,
I gotta make more
and
sense. I got you.
then I think they may have gotten it as a console when we got it, but it may be that they had it in that year as well. All right, but Yuki, tell me about this Street Fighter. You told me about yesterday. You seemed so passionate about it.
I started playing Street Fighter 2, one of the first games I got for Super Nintendo, and loved it, absolutely loved it, and got all my friends to play it. And so this is in high school, and we would set up tournaments on the weekend to play and just kind of geek out and play like all weekend. We had a small town, and so we'd have all these cars parked outside someone's house, and other people would see it and show up and be like, "Hey, what you doing?" Be like, "Hey, we're playing Street Fighter. We got a tournament going. Want to join?" And so we'd have people, random people from the town, show up and join our tournament. And um, since I was the, I don't know, I was the best player, and so it was kind of like I had a school, like my own dojo, and everyone like had my own fighting style, and it was so I like knew what everyone else was gonna do because I taught them how to play. So it's kind of an advantage. But what we really needed was an opposing like dojo in a town over, so we could have like these kumites or like fights with other schools. But it's
That is fantastic.
backwater, frickin' Michigan, so
That is
there was no one
fantastic.
else like nearby.
That is
And so
fantastic.
ever since then, I love Street Fighter. Play Street Fighter 2, 3, Alpha, um, Street Fighter 4, and I don't play it so much anymore, even though I have it. Just I don't know. I'm kind of an older man now, but I really enjoy watching it. I watch Evo every year. Watch Capcom Cup. Watch pretty much. Uh, I have a few favorite players. Takeda's my favorite by far. Love watching him play Akuma. Um, Daigo, love watching him, even
I
though
go
he
with that
plays
parry
that.
though.
Yeah, against Justin Wong, that was pretty awesome. But
So
so
let
I
me
love me some
bef-
Street Fighter.
before we continue, let me explain what happened in that special moment at Evo. Almighty, if you haven't seen this, I'll link it to you later.
All right.
Basically, Daigo Umehara versus Justin Wong. Daigo is using, I believe, Ken. Justin
Yep.
Wong is using Chun Li. Justin Wong is beating the tar out of Daigo at this time. So, for whatever reason, he decides, like, alright, so consider this. Ken is on 1 HP. I'm talking about you can't see it. That far gone. Justin has, let's say, about, like, maybe 30 HP. He goes at Daigo with his ultimate attack, which is like this fury kick, and then she goes into a what is it, a Hadoken blast or something? What happened, Yuki?
She does like it's like six normal attacks, then like an jumps in the air and does another attack and comes down and hits like one more time. It's like 8 or 9 or even 10 attacks in a row of a flurry, just one right after another in the super attack.
But bro, so goes through that whole process. Daigo, this guy's a savage, okay? This guy said, you know what? I'm not taking that L. So he parries every hit in that combo that she does. Keep in mind, this is a
Yeah,
super attack. He's doing frame by frame. This is a lot of execution. This isn't your son's Street Fighter. This is your grandpappy's Street Fighter. This guy was parrying every bit of that combo. He went through the whole move. He jumps in the air, parries one more time, comes back down, does his combo, goes into his special, and kills her right at the end. It's one of those things where people couldn't do this for years because Daigo was just amazing. Okay, he was like the best. But I digress. Continue, Yuki. That's your Street Fighter career.
sorry, what was that?
continue about your Street Fighter career
Oh, just
or
that's
nostalgia.
pretty much it. I've loved playing Street Fighter, and um, I don't play it so much anymore, just because my friend Grunhead doesn't like Street Fighter very much. So I like playing more against friends than just random strangers on the internet. I don't really get much out of playing random people. Just
When's
I
the
have
I
next?
don't know. I like the camaraderie of playing with someone and particularly talking shit with them. It's always fun.
When's the next really big fighting game release? Next big one that comes out?
Smash.
Uh,
Oh, Smash.
uh-oh.
Yeah, I guess Smash. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
don't know if everybody's got Smash. What about on the PlayStation? What's the next big one? Anything in particular? It,
Tekken's getting a season 2 arcade release.
I was trying to see if a game that it's neutral field. You know what I mean? I don't want to get the Tekken. You play Tekken all the time. We need to have shots and shooters on a neutral field. You know what I mean? You know, learn the
Right.
characters. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what's out there.
Um,
I mean, did they even
I mean,
make
we
like?
have Brawlout, but Brawlout's a Smash game, and I remember Yuki's not a Smash kind of guy.
Oh,
So,
and
No, it's not really
that's
my
not,
thing.
that you've been playing. That's not neutral field, sir. That's not neutral field. You whoop me. I'm looking for like what's that like? Is there a DOA or anything coming out? Something that people don't play as much anymore. Uh,
is there?
I don't know. I think I heard rumblings of a DOA, but I don't know. I haven't been paying attention, I guess. But next, or when the next good title comes out like that, we all need to go in there and play shots and shooters. Because I enjoy fighting the games myself, but I really ain't played much since Mortal Kombat. Really ain't played much. I've been playing too much Destiny, to be honest with you. But yeah, it'd be fun. I would love to talk smack and get whooped, do a couple shots. You know how it is.
Yes.
Yeah, get nice and drunk while playing fighting games. It's a
So,
lot of fun.
while after that, the next thing on the list was Yuki. So, y'all know you've been in the raid for a while. You know all the strats. What is your main loadout? I should say when you go in there. Like, what do you think everyone should have?
If we're talking about Last Wish, you need three main weapons, which are Sleeper Signalant, Whisper of the Worm, and an Icelo shotgun. If you don't have those, the rest of the team can carry you, but the majority of players really need those three weapons. Um, you can probably get by maybe without the shotgun, but if you're not choosing the boss at the end, Whisper the Worm against the boss, you need Sleeper Simulant for the vault, Sleeper for uh, Kali, and usually shotgun, but you could probably still use Sleeper against Shirochi. Um, but those are the main ones. Everything else is kind of up to whatever your playstyle is. Hand cannons work really well because there's a billion, and I really mean a billion, fallen scions, and you need to kill them before they replicate like rabbits. So usually hand cannon precision kills kill them pretty fast. If I'm trying to use an auto rifle or something, just doesn't kill them fast enough. Uh, Anything with rampage or a kill clip helps a lot. Um, those are the main ones, and you just switch between what you need for each encounter.
So how many times have you Sherpa a raid?
I have helped some people through the first parts of Last Wish. I have not got the courage to Sherpa someone or a group through the whole thing because um, the last section, particularly, if our experienced group takes an hour and a half to finish killing Riven because we keep messing up, could you imagine how long it would take to get a bunch of people that have no idea how to do it through? Probably about 5 hours. That's some time commitment and some real patience commitment. So I've Sherped people through Leviathan and Prestige Leviathan, and the nice thing about Prestige Leviathan is they've already done Leviathan, so they know the basics of it. Uh, but Sherping people through that was pretty fun. Uh, People seem to pick it up all right. And let's see, I think that's about it. I guess I've done Spire Stars once, but that has such heavy mechanics to it. I don't really enjoy doing a Sherpa for that. I really love the raid, and I hate Prestige mode. So there's no reason to go back and do the normal raid after you've done it once, which is sad, because I really like the raid a lot. And Eater Worlds, I've shown some people how to do the mechanics there, but I don't really like that because it's raid light. It's not really a raid, kind of. It's just like there's one encounter with two parts to it in the end, really, and it's pretty basic.
All right. So, besides Destiny, what have you guys been playing so far?
Uh, let's see. I mean, I downloaded Black Ops 4. Still ain't played it, but I downloaded it, so I'll get to it sometime this weekend. When with Gambit, don't take too long. But I really haven't played anything. I think my plans really is to get the Spider-Man. Try to get that beat before the new DLC comes out in December, because we'll all be back full force into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me. But before me, Yuki, what have you been doing?
I have a problem that if I start playing a game, I get very engrossed in it. So if I'm going to play something, I'm going to stop whatever else I play. And so I haven't played anything else for a long time. Um, I also have a hard time getting interested in games, especially after I had done game development in my free time. Um, I find the cycle of going out, getting something so I can kill harder stuff to get something so I can kill harder stuff really boring, like Monster Hunter or pretty much any MMO just doesn't appeal to me. The thing I like about Destiny is that because it's first person shooter, getting the best equipment doesn't necessarily mean that you're good at the game. So you can still improve your mechanics, your ability to aim, um, jumping, things like that. So it's hard for me to really get interested in a game. I actually download all the free games from PSN. I play them for 1 or 2 minutes and say, "Oh, this is boring." I have so many games that I bought and I play them for 10 minutes and say, that's boring." I just stop playing them. So I think I would like to finish up Horizon Zero Dawn. It was fun, but I only played it for about an hour. I guess the last big game I played a lot of was Diablo 3, and
Speaking of that, did you see the news yesterday from BlizzCon about the Diablo for mobile?
yeah,
I haven't even
I'm
looked at
not
it.
really interested in that.
I like some Diablo, but I didn't see the trailer or anything. I thought that was interesting. But you go ahead. I'm just irritated.
Well, dude, I am a huge Dark Souls fan, and anytime one of those games come out, I spend hundreds of hours playing them. Um, so probably when what is it, it's the Samurai Mechanical Arm game comes out from Software, I'll probably get that and play the heck out of it.
Try
Do you know that
a
we have
Neo.
an English um it's not English Dark Souls, it's like American Dark Souls basically. But I think it's instead of a dead cat, I think it's like a Viking or something.
I played
Are you talking
Neo.
about? Yeah, so I played Neo, and that was good. It was like a mix between Diablo and Dark Souls. I did not actually like the randomized equipment. It made exploration in the game very boring. You explore out onto the littlest branch on the most remote tree, and you're like, "Oh, I found uh, a rice ball. Awesome." As opposed in Dark Souls, you find something in the most remote corner hidden, and you're like, "Oh, a super secret piece of equipment. That's very rare. Awesome." So it really took away the exploration fun with how they did the loot. And I'm so happy that I played Neo when it first came out because they started adding more and more perks to the armor pool, um, and it really watered it down. They're like, "Oh, you do extra damage against one specific enemy," And it's like, yeah, but I want like the God roll on something, and now instead of having 12 random stats, there are 40 random stats, and getting good stuff became just a pain in the rear end. It went from every like 3 out of 8 pieces of equipment would be worthwhile to 3 out of 50 pieces of equipment would be worthwhile, and I got really annoyed with the game after that.
Yeah, I played I'm saying Terminal 200. I played a lot of Dark Souls and Demon Souls and stuff like that. I remember my best memory of that one of those games is well, I was under a bridge and there was a dragon on top of the bridge and his tail was flailing back and forth. I must have just shot his tail for like 2 hours with a bow and arrow, and it fell off and became a
Yep,
badass sword. Dude, that's the stuff I'm talking
yep,
about. And I agree with the randomized because you lose those magical moments like that. Uh,
yep,
'Cause there's a lot of discovering those games, and even though they're hard as hell, dude, I don't think I finished one yet. To be honest with you, I get to a boss that just
really?
pummels me. Oh my goodness. We
Oh, I
played.
love them.
Oh my god, I can't remember which one it was. It was the second one. There was two bosses I fought at the same time, like down to the bottom of the castle. After you rang a bell, I don't know, it might have been the first one. I can't remember
That's the first one.
now. Yeah,
Maw and Dragon Slayer, what's
I
his name? Can't think of his name.
could
Yeah,
not beat
Ornstein and
them.
Small.
No matter
Yeah.
how much I tried, they would whoop me. I could not get it done. But I enjoy it. I understand the enjoyment. What's your favorite experience in them games? Like, what's your favorite? Like I said, mine was the dragon with the tail. What you got for me?
In Demon Souls, when you went up to fight the old monk, it randomly chose another player from the game to be the boss, and that was just the most amazing thing ever.
It
You're like,
was. I do
holy
remember
crap! I
that.
have to.
That was
I was like,
fantastic.
wow. And then, oh, just so many memories of just people invading you and just getting by them by the sliver of health, or uh, oh, there's some in the DLC for Dark Souls 2. Trying to remember what the boss is. He's supposed to be like the hardest boss in the game. He's this giant sword, and he just goes ham all over you. And I spent like 3 hours learning his mechanics to the point I beat him, and just this feeling of accomplishment. Like, yeah, I actually killed him.
That's
Because you just,
Yuki,
if you
the
messed
name
up, you were
is
dead. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yuki. The name of the game I was telling you earlier is called Lords of the Fallen. You played
The
that?
Lords of the Fallen was, I picked it up and I played it, and the combat was just crap. I like the concept, I like the weapons, but uh, small, short weapons were fast, but not very effective, and big weapons had a 2 second wind up before you could attack with them. And then when you found out that it didn't matter how big the weapon was, if you did a running attack, you got an instant attack, and it did full damage. And for the whole game, all you did was a running attack over and over and over and over to kill everything in the game. So,
Oh man, that's rough.
yeah. And then the same company made a new game called The Surge, which the combat was better. It's a sci-fi genre. The combat was much better. You didn't rely on just one attack. The weapons were more balanced. Big problem was the first big sword you got in the game after you killed the first boss. You use that sword for the whole rest of the game. It's like there's no point in using any other weapon, and so it's kind of sad. But it was leaps and bounds better than Lords of the Fallen. They're making a sequel to it. I'll probably pick it up, but not quite as good as Dark Souls games, but still, I think the Surge was worth it.
Oh, I noticed we never actually finished the discussion on music we listen to. I want to start off with what kind of genres do you listen?
I am weird because my dad didn't like music, and so we did not own a radio growing up. And I never listened to music until I was 15, and we got cable, and I started watching MTV. And this is back when MTV actually played music. And so I didn't have any predisposed, like, my parents like country, so I listen to country. My parents like metal, I only like metal, things like that. So I actually enjoy all sorts of music. I like rap, country, opera, classical. pop, uh, you name it, I like it. Particularly if someone has talent, I feel it really shows through in their music. Uh, so I like everything. I listen to something of everything all the time.
Have you ever went onto SoundCloud and listen to any of their stuff?
Yes, I've been out on SoundCloud and listened to. I knew this guy not really new, but from Australia that did some pretty awesome music that I listened to. But there's all sorts of weird stuff out on SoundCloud. I do enjoy listening to it. But mainly now I just use Alexa to listen to. I'm like, hey, play the top 40 whatever. And she's like, okay, here you go.
Have you ever listened to a genre called electro swing?
Electro swing. Uh, no.
You're thinking, to think of a way to look at it. Have you ever played a game of Fallout, like any Fallout games?
For approximately 5 minutes.
So you know
That's
what their
it.
music sounds like. You should have an idea what their music sounds.
Kinda. Yeah, I have a
All right.
rough idea.
So imagine that, but upbeat. But then like it's got some dubstep things here and there, like a mixture of that, basically.
Well, I would probably enjoy it. I like most
I'll send
anything.
you a link to something later,
He's, he's
and
starting a
after I
cult, I
send you,
think. He's starting a cult.
I am technically. I will send Almighty a link to the Dago thing. You have to see that. It's just that good. It's what else was there? What else was there? Talked about parade game. Well, anything else you want to ask our guest, Almighty? Any
uh,
questions?
I mean, uh, not particular. No, I mean, like I said, we did the zip challenge. I mean, everything's been great this week. We did a lot of Gambit malfeasance. It'll be a good time to get this week or next week. The curses that are most weakest. So, we got the meatball the other day this week. So a lot of people got the malfeasance quest started. So that's all I've been doing. Not really been much more than that.
Um, well, another thing I want to talk about. So, how would you guys feel about doing tournaments in the clan? Like, we could do something like Destiny PvP, maybe Nightfall completion, whatever. But I was thinking about like making a fighting game community inside the clan.
That's cool. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, like I said, we want to stretch out, see how many more people we can pick up.
That means we have to like actively go for people though. So
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna start doing that. But I do have another buddy. His name's Sun to Z, who plays Tekken with me here and there when I see him. That is. But I'm gonna try to get him to come back. Like we can get some people, add some people in there, have a bunch of tournaments going on. Cause like in Tekken, like I'm decent, but whenever I play with better people, it's weird. Like I'm like really good against a lot of good people, but then this like they do this one character. I had no idea who plays this because no one plays them. So I'm usually taking an L by that time. So the idea of having a, tournament or just a FGC in the clan to me would help out my skills. And I'm certain that there was a Street Fighter tournament. This guy Yuki would buy Street Fighter. I'd have someone to play with on Street Fighter because I don't have anyone to play with on Street Fighter.
Street Fighter's
But
cheap now, isn't it? How much is Street Fighter now?
man, I think it's
Ah,
at full price.
Oh, is it?
I think it's at full
the
price.
the first game, the
Street
base
Fighter
game
5.
is pretty cheap, but then there's Street Fighter V, like Anniversary Edition, which has the first 2 years of the DLC packed in, and that's probably 30 or $40 now. And then they got a whole nother year of DLC that's out. They got a crap ton of characters for it.
Oh man, I wasn't big on Street Fighter. I was an MK guy. So me and Yuki are mortal enemies back in the SNES. Genesis era. But yeah, I played a lot of MK, but I haven't played much lately. But yeah, it'd be neat. I think we should stretch out to that area, and we got we stream gameplay of the tournaments and who wins and stuff like that. So and some capabilities there. I think it'd be neat.
Any other communities you're trying to get to?
I mean, I think fighting game's a good one. We really stretched into. I mean, we pretty much. I mean, I'm gonna play some Black Ops, and I'm afraid the kind of people you pull for Black Ops. I don't know, just I've not seen
I
that
mean,
community here.
I'm not certain we want people from COD or anything. I'm just saying. I mean,
That's what my point was. I played a lot of Call of Duty back in the day, and oh, good lord, I do see that Destiny still, but not as like it in COD. People just put hurt in COD a lot of times.
um,
Yeah,
I would
but
never even turn on my mic for Call of Duty. I had enough for just Halo 2 and Halo 3 of just little 10-year-old kids like telling me like what a bunch of homophobic slurs and whatnot. I'm like, oh, you guys are sweet.
I know. I
oh
remember in
man.
COD, I get that they would call your names, and I'd be like, "Man, that's the nicest thing anyone said to me today. I appreciate that. I really do."
That's rough. That's
But
real rough.
I'll play a little bit there.
Um,
I want to really want to see how that Fortnite like uh,
that chat's
mode
going
is.
nowhere. Oh,
It
oh,
was,
you mean the mode? I was
uh,
about to say, I was like, that chat is going nowhere. No one's talking in that chat.
Fortnite.
No. Yeah.
We played a lot of Fortnite first couple seasons and got back to Destiny. I really played too much of it.
Um, I was also thinking about doing if we ever get like a Mario Kart type game. Thinking about doing that too. Tournaments of that, that'd be great.
Oh, I'm terrible at racing games. I can't decide quick enough to turn. I mean, we played a lot of Need for Speed. I think it was the reboot on PS3. Oh my goodness! Every time there was like a break in the road, I can turn left or right. Can never make the decision quick enough. It just ran right to the middle every freaking time. But yeah, no, I'm game for anything really. I'm good to play anything. So whatever everybody wants to get into, we probably need to, like Monday. I'll make an announcement what shots and shooters could be, and we can make it Borderlands or something or whatever, and people can get it
Uh,
downloaded and ready to go. So every we decide we always want to play it, but then no one's got it downloaded. So we'll get that going start earlier. See how much games we can get, different games we get done while before Destiny's DLC comes out. Because I think now it's a lull. I've seen people starting to scatter out and do other things while the lull in the game right now. So we'll come up with something.
all right, all right. All right. Well, you want to agree on today or yeah, or Friday as the next podcast day?
Uh, I would say Friday. I still think Friday's the best. I mean, it didn't work out this week. Goku's on hiatus. But we'll be back on normally on Friday before Shots and Shooters. I think will be a good time.
Well,
So
it's been fun,
let's
guys.
wrap it up. Yep.
Um, yeah, wrap it up. Um, let's see this podcast and our next podcast on Dangerous Sippers on YouTube. Thank you and goodbye.
Thanks.
Good. Later.